but what got you guys more and more into construction over the years?
Yeah, good question. So when I started the company, I was going to go back to my roots of oil and gas and industrial product design. And I was really only about 6 months in when I got a phone call from an old vice president who had also previously been in oil and gas, who had followed me and we kept in touch. And he called me one day and said, "Hey, I'm starting this new venture. I've got this residential GC. I know you have your own engineering firm, and I've got this load bearing wall in this home I'm trying to remodel. Do you know how to do this, or do you have anybody on your team that could help me evaluate this and come up with a way to remodel this home?" And I found someone in my network, a structural engineer who could assist. And I sent it to him, and he goes, "Man, you know what? I'll do that for you for $1,200. And I was like, "Well, if I'm going to be managing this, I should make a few dollars." So I called the GC back and I said, "Man, I'll do this for you for $1,500. And he said, "Great." And I said, "Great." And it was the easiest $300 I ever made. And that was really like the first construction project we ever did. And then there became more and more opportunities like that. He kept coming back. He made referrals to some other people. And that was how the construction division grew. It grew from structural, then into MEP in a very similar situation. The aquatics division came on a little bit differently, but essentially it came about because engineers weren't reliable. Engineers weren't responsive. And it's the responsiveness and it's the communication that is the biggest bottleneck within this industry. And so that's what we've built over time, was just that it found like it was much easier to find work in the construction environment than it was in industrial product design. It's a larger industry, and we just really went where the business took us.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know we've been talking a lot about if there's viewers in watching this show through the episodes, there's been a constant theme of, if you're not in construction, get in construction. You can make good money, you can have a lifelong career with it, and that's really what we like to push here. And then we're doing our very, very small part of trying to push more innovation into the industry, and it'll come eventually, and it's already here in certain areas. And so that's cool. We'll get to the innovation side eventually. But you guys you're based in Dallas, correct?
Yes, we're in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, Plano, small suburb, about 300,000 people, just north of downtown Dallas. But we serve the greater Texas area and about 21 other states currently.
Okay, so you're nationwide. You're doing projects.
We are. We're not licensed in all 50 states. I'm not purposely chasing work in South Dakota. Happy to work there if the right opportunity lends itself. Most of our expansion has been through the franchise work that we do. Working with corporate franchises that are nationwide, and as they expanded new territories, they will bring us along with them. But yeah, about 21 states total right now.
So that makes sense. As more projects were coming through the channels you already had, you were getting licensed in those states?
That's correct.
Okay. Makes sense. So where do you guys, since we're on this topic, where do you guys start where does your firm start in the construction process?
I get phone calls every couple months from someone with a dream, and they say, "I want to build a thing," whether or not that's from a strip mall to a coffee shop. And we have those conversations, and I ask them, "Okay, well, do you have an architect? Do you have a GC? Who are you working with?" And it's so funny. I get this comment so frequently is, "Well, I don't have any of those things, and I don't really know where to start, but I know engineers know things." So I typed in engineer near me. You guys came up. I called you. You're the first person to actually pick up your phone or call me back. So here we are. And that's always really fun, because then we get to help build the teams and make referrals and make recommendations, which is really big for how we try to grow our name in the market. So it can be anything from that to an architect who's getting busy and his current MEP or structural or aquatics partners either are backlogged or for whatever reason want to explore new opportunities. And it can be everything in between. We get phone calls from mechanical contractors who got brought onto a job from a client who didn't know they needed engineering drawings, and the contractor got brought in and, "Oh, you actually do need a drawing from an engineer." So the mechanical contractor will then reach out and have us help them create a set of drawings for a permit. So our work comes from a lot of different places, but again, it can be brought in from the individual to the architect to the design build GC on bigger projects to various subcontractor trades. And that's kind of a fun aspect. So we really never know who's going to call us next.